So Solo Leveling Season 2 is finally out, and boys back at it, aura farming every single episode. Thanks to that, there are a bunch of good clips to edit on. So I thought it would be a good idea to pay 3 editors on Fiverr in different price ranges to make a solo leveling edit, so we can see if paying more for an edit actually equals a better edit. On top of that, I will also be making my own solo leveling edit to see how it compares to them. First of all, we gotta go on my undercover Fiverr account by the name Molob and look for anime edits. And now I just need to find 3 different editors on here. So after some time looking, I found these 3 editors. So first of all, we got this guy for about $5. Seems like he has pretty good reviews with 4.9 stars out of 5. Next up, we got this guy with a price of $15 and 5 stars out of 5, but only 11 reviews. So not as many people reviewed him, but hopefully it'll still be good. And lastly, we got this guy with a $50 plus edit, and he got a lot of reviews, as you can see, 487 and 4.8 stars out of 5. So pretty promising. Hopefully he does a good job. I bought all 3 edits, and now I just need to tell them what to edit. As for the song, I just want any non-copyrighted song of your choosing, just because I don't want the video to get blocked with copyright. As for the anime, solo leveling, and that is pretty much it. So now we can submit the $5 edit. Now I'll just be doing the same thing for the other 2 edits as well. Perfect. Submitted the second edit. And lastly, for the $50 one, so I just realized I didn't say that I specifically want the edit to be with the season 2 of solo leveling. So I'm just going to be messaging them to make sure that they do make it on the season 2 of solo leveling. I submitted all the orders. I'll just be waiting till I get all of them back, as well as I will be making my own solo leveling edit, and I'll get back to you when I have all the edits.
1 week later.
So it's been about a week, as you might be able to tell from the fresh haircut, and I got all the edits back. Now I'm actually really nervous to check all the edits out, because overall I spent around $100 on all of them. So I'm just really hoping that they were worth the money. With that being said, there's only one way to find out. So how it's going to work is I'll watch the edit, and then I'll tell you my opinion, and then I'll rate it from 1 to 10. The rating doesn't only depend on how good the edit was, but also on the price. So for example, if the $15 edit and the $50 edit were about the same in terms of how good they were, I would give the $15 edit a higher rating because it was cheaper. So the rating basically depends on the value for the price. So let's start off with our $5 edit. So he says, here's the solo leveling edit. I chose the best clips from season 2 to showcase Sun Jin-woo's incredible power. For the song, I went with Tell Me by Yeet. I love Yeet, so that's nice. It complements his vibe perfectly, and of course I made sure the quality is top notch. Let me know what you think. So yeah, again, this one, as long as it's even really nice, it could get a pretty decent rating just because it was the cheapest edit of the bunch. So let's see how it turned out. Okay, so it's not terrible. The quality is really good, which is definitely a plus, but the edit itself is very simple. It's really just the twixt clips with some shakes. There's not really any transitions or effects, so that is definitely a bit disappointing. But considering that it was the cheapest edit of the bunch and it was only $5, that's not terrible. I would have just liked if he maybe added some transitions so the edit would be smoother, but overall not bad. I also just don't like that last part here because he just had the clip there with shakes on it, and that's pretty much it. So it was like a little bit confusing. With that being said, I would give it a value rating of 7 out of 10. Again, not bad, but also didn't really exceed my expectations. With that being said, let's move on to the $15 edit. So definitely expecting a bit more from this one, and he just said solo leveling edit, it's cool and copyright free. So let's check it out. That was an edit. Honestly, I thought it might be good. Like, I like the intro with the let him cook. Not a bad idea. But yeah, the edit itself is not great. It doesn't seem like he tweaks the clips, so they just don't seem the smoothest because of it. The transitions are like not great, and the CC is also not my favorite. It's just very saturated and it makes the skin color look very yellow, which is not my favorite look. And besides that, he made the shakes and the turbulent really strong, so it just makes everything look a little bit too whelpy, which I don't love. And the clip selection is not very good either, so definitely quite disappointed from this one. Definitely smiling to hide away the pain. And yeah, I just like don't think that was worth the $15, and the $5 edit was definitely better, even though I do think this guy tried a bit more than the $5 one, considering that he really made the edit as simple as possible. It just seems like that this guy's editing skills are not the best, and so the edit just doesn't look that great in my opinion, considering that it was more expensive than the last edit. And I think that the edit itself was worse. I will give it a value rating of 3.5 out of 10. It does seem like he really tried to make this edit good, but at the same time it just didn't turn out the best in my opinion. So definitely quite sad about this one, but hopefully the $50 edit can redeem the other edits, and I really hope that it turns out well, because it ended up being triple the price of that last edit. So I'm really praying that it will be a good edit and that I didn't just get scammed for $50. So this guy actually ended up accidentally sending me the wrong product, and then he just said, sorry, I sent you the wrong product, and sent the actual one. So he also sent a screenshot from the edit, I guess, to use as a thumbnail, which is kind of cool. So with that being said, let's check it out. I'm actually so nervous because I'm really hoping that it turned out good. Okay, so it seems like this one I definitely can say is a really good edit. The transitions are quite smooth, really clean CC and quality, and some nice effects as well. I'm definitely very happy with this one. It looks good. Clip selection is not bad. I don't think it's anything incredible in any way, like none of the effects are too mind-blowing, as well as the clip selection is good but not amazing. But overall, definitely a really good edit. But the question is it worth $50? And I don't know, it's hard to say. It's definitely the best edit out of the three by far, but at the same time it was a lot more expensive than the other two. So if I had to give it the rating, I would give it a value rating of 8 out of 10, so a little bit better than the first edit, just because I do think this edit is a lot better than that one, and it's just a very complete edit with everything you would want out of a good edit. But at the same time, because it was a lot more expensive than the first edit and it didn't really go above and beyond my expectations, I will still only give it 8 out of 10. Definitely enjoyed this one. Just as I said earlier in the video, I also made my own solo leveling edit, so we can compare the Fiverr edits to my edit and see if I should start just paying editors on Fiverr instead of making my own edits. So with that being said, this is my season 2 solo leveling edit. Hold on. Pause. Looking at a legend in the flesh. Fresh about the kitchen to the chair. Blew a cool key on the set. Hold on. Pause. So yeah, I think it turned out really nice. It's pretty clean. I like the flow it has to it, as well as the idea with the whole pose thing, just because you could never catch Sanjin Woo lacking with his fits, and he always stays drippy. So I thought it kind of fit well with that song. But yeah, let me know what you think and which edit you liked the most. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.